And guys, this is Basesinger 3 continuing on with the Super Mario Odyssey Let's Play. Here we are, fast forwarding through the jump rope challenge. This was very, I wouldn't necessarily say it's very hard, but it's certainly very repetitive. And I think, like, with enough, like, patience, you can easily, like, get more than what I've gotten, because, like, I think I kind of messed up at the end, which is gonna be, yeah, right now. But, yeah, it's one of those, moons where it gets really repetitive to get if you, just do it over and over again. And I think there's also another moon that's similar to, the 100-man jump rope thing, which I find even more worse. I think it's, like, at the Seaside Kingdom, or whatever it's called. We'll get to that when we get to that. But, right now, the moon that we're getting right now is very simple. All we have to do is just spell Mario, and, clearly I had a mess up right here. It's like, oh, it's Maro, right? That's how you spell his name. Give a little feedback just to poke fun at myself a little bit. Yeah, following these letters is a little bit fun, although there are some limitations. You can only move these letters out in the park area, so don't think that you could spell something like that or anything. In fact, I don't think there's any way you can. You can maybe spell Arlo. Shoutouts to Arlo, the Cookie Monster looking puppet from YouTube. But yeah, also there's a thing here. Is this the annoying one, or is this just the simpler one? I think this is actually the simple one that I managed to get, but there is one nut that was very, very hard to bust. So, yeah, this one is as simple as, like, literally next to the park, jump over the taxi, and then bam. But there are a lot more annoying ones later on. Trust me. We'll see that soon. There's another scarecrow right there, and another time challenges. You can tell that there are definitely a lot of these things that are repeated, although I will say most of the level design are very much catered to most of these time challenges anyways. Oh, there, you see I failed there a little bit, but that's fine. Here's my second chance at doing so. Technically my fourth chance, actually. I did this, I want to say 3 times. I don't remember exactly a specific number though, but yeah, just double jump. And, or triple jump, I mean. And then, bam, you got it. November 30th, my goodness. Has it been really that long? You can tell I've kind of been very much behind on editing most of these. Well, not editing most of the videos, but publishing most of the videos, because I've actually edited these videos, like, way ahead of time before I upload them, so... Oh, that's a fail. I want to say, by the way, that the motorcycle physics are a little bit wonky. It's not too horrible, but it certainly takes some time to get used to. I think the turning, specifically, is a little bit too sensitive on Mario's part. That's what I want to say with my critique for the controls in this thing. But like I said, it's something you just have to get used to, and eventually you'll get it down. Ooh, man, am I about to make it? I made it! Yeah! Full throttle scooting! You can ignore those tanks. Don't really have to worry about them whatsoever. And there is my second move right there. Woohoo! Yahoo! It's me, Mario. Yeah, Mario has like one of the most stereotypical Italian voices you can have. Very good for voice acting. You want to be more expressive, but at the same time, might offend some Italian people if you rub them the wrong way. It's like, Yahoo! I'm a Mario and all that shit, and spaghetti and pizza bowl and pies and all of that. So yeah, you don't want to like engage in the Italian stereotype. You just know that Mario is gonna be Mario. Oh yeah, this is the nut I was fucking horrified about. Because, well, first off, I did this, I missed the nut, and the nut eventually despawns. So that sucks. I have to get a new nut eventually. As you can see there, the nut's not even there. You have to kind of like play basketball a little bit. And to my knowledge, there's no taxi nearby that can help you boost. So you really have to like, kind of like, do a little bit more trial and error here. What I did here is kind of like do a triple jump in this box area, but like if you're not proficient with the Mario controls, this could prove a lot difficult. You can't like ground pound jump or anything, so triple jump is the best way to do this while holding the nut. Guys, is that really called a nut, or is that just like a thing? Maybe it's just an acorn, who knows? I've just been calling it a nut for some reason. Maybe it's because of the Wooded Kingdom kind of helped. It kind of steered my direction there. You can possess a taxi, and it will send you straight to another level. Straight up. And then I think this is just a regular obstacle course. You get a tank, you shoot, shoot, shoot. By the way, guys, do you guys ever remember that tank game for the Wii U? I think it was like a launch title. It's called Tank Tank Tank, made by Namco Bandai. I don't think it sold well though, but I really enjoyed that game. It was a very fun casual experience, especially for multiplayer. So I don't know. I really like that game. I'm not sure why that game appeared in my mind all of a sudden though, but I heard tanks and like tank tank tank. The commercials are definitely like not. I don't think the commercials, but the trailers for certain are very like. I want to say like. Fuck. What are the? Who's the duo in like the Adult Swim thing? Terry and something. God damn it. They made like the Saints Row commercials as well. It feels like that type of trailer, and it's really funny. If you like that type of humor, then you'll love it. I realize that I'm not really describing them very justifiably, especially since I freaking forgot their names, but hopefully you guys know who I'm talking about. If not, I do apologize. Oh yeah, I also had to break those piles of garbage in order to make more platforms for myself, and that's the only way you can get to progressing. Wow, that tank actually fits inside. That would be a thing. Oh, invisible pathways, making it a lot more easier for us to traverse through this area. Of course, I have to, like, shoot through each individual, like, block. That's a little bit annoying, and at the end, I don't think it was really worth it because there was literally nothing. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I still need to collect all the moon pieces if possible. Yeah, got another heart, yay! Ooh, I just noticed I destroyed that garbage can by accident, and there's actually another pathway there. So, yay for that. Eventually I'm gonna have to get off and grab this thing, right? Yep. What's in here? Oh, it's just coins, okay. Nothing too special. I'm trying to remember what the second moon in this one is for, though. That's what I want to know. There's a moon there, I realized, but I'm not sure if my gameplay-wise I was going for it or not. There are moments in which like I revisit my footage and figure, oh shit, that's what I missed, but how did I miss that? You know that feeling? Alright, so... Okay, I think I do recognize that there's a moon down there. Just need to figure out how to get over there. Is there like a secret passageway? Or did I really just have to like wall jump or something? This one was interesting, to say the least. I'm not exactly sure how I got over there. Maybe there's a pathway somewhere? Or not. Oh, you could just shoot it. Oh, wow! I didn't even realize that until, like, that happened. But, yeah, you could barely just shoot it straight up, and it'll collect as a collectible. If only you could do the same thing for the moon. Makes things a lot more easier to get. There was a second moon here, though. I think I eventually go back here, though. But the first time playing through, I didn't realize I missed the moon. So here's me revisiting it once again. There's this bridge area that I forgot to traverse through. And there's some piles of garbage up there. Let's shoot to see what happens. And, oh, hello! There happens to be a moon. Directly on top of me. Yeah! Oh, some purple coins over there. So that's another thing, I'm not sure if I specified in the last part, but I'm also collecting all the purple coins as well. As per the 100% thing. The only thing I'm not covering, once again, is the free updates that occurred over time. Because by the time I finished the game, I've already 100% completed everything, including not just the moons, but the purple coins, the whatever is inside the store, and the even harder final boss that you can get later on. Ooh, we're possessing another human again. That sounds morbid. Yeah, the RC car challenge is here once again, and I really don't like how this thing controls it. You guys haven't played Micro Machines? It's kind of like that. Like, if you like play with Micro Machines, the way that you control those things are just horrible. Like, you have a vertical joystick and a horizontal joystick, and it just sucks so much every time I use it. Like, I can't use like a normal joypad. I have to use it like as two separate sticks, and it's annoying. Like, I think first-person shooters in general like kind of desensitize me to make it so that strafe is on the left and look around is on the right. But every time I say like Micro Machines and RC cars like that, it's like moving is on the left, moving forward and back is on the left, and strafing right and left is on the right. And that's really annoying for me. Oh yeah, this guy gave us a hint to say beat us in 26 seconds to get, I'm guessing, a second moon. And another hint is that there's a second place moon that we just got there. So there has to be a first place moon, right? And the guy's covering the third place or something, I don't know why. I think having 3 moons is going to be a little bit redundant though. I want to know what happens if you beat the game, or beat this RC challenge in less than 26 seconds before catching the second place moon. That's what I want to know. So yeah, I did that 25 seconds and 11 minutes. Or, yeah, 25 seconds and 11 milliseconds. By beating my second lap record, I guess. We got the Odyssey champion. Here's another rabbit, or wabbit, whatever you want to call it. Another annoying fucker, but I got him easily, I think. I want to say I think. They might have just cut down the footage so that it looks like I got him one first try. This moon's also relatively easy. Bam, got it. Don't cross the beams. That's what Ghostbusters told me. So yeah, Mayor Pauline also gave us a moon eventually as well. Gave us some, I think, questionnaires. That sounds like fun. Let's talk to her about it. Here we go. Question 1. Give me your honest opinion. How am I doing as mayor of the city? Badly. I could straight up say badly if I wanted to, but I don't know. I think I wanted to be a little bit more sympathetic to her, so I say, fantastic, you're doing a good job, like a fucking yes man. That's why I want to say, like, don't ever hire yes men to, like, stroke your ego. Just, if you have, like, legit criticisms, then just go straight ahead and say it. Like, if you're surrounded by yes men all the damn time, then it's like, how are you able to improve? You're just gonna be, like, stagnant, the same as always. Fuck, I didn't read the second question, that's unfortunate. What do I do on my days off? Gardening, fix machines, or practice singing? I'm assuming singing, because she is the voice actress for Mayor Pauline, is also the singer for Jump Up Superstar. A very amazing song in the Mario series, by the way. Fun fact, Mayor Pauline, the voice actress, is also the same voice as Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. Apparently I failed that question that time. Not sure if that's a fun fact or anything, or something that everyone already knows, but that's something... Hey, take that hat! Ugh. That was a little bit funny. What kind of music do you like? Well, jazz music, so relaxing music. I guess peppy music is probably better as well. Oh god, I'm failing most of these questions already, huh? Here we go. What is my most treasured possession? The purse? A hat? Okay, apparently your hat is. That's why you're wearing your hat, so we can't possess Mayor Pauline at all. That's morbid now that you think about it. Like, what is Mario doing whenever he, like, tries to possess people? Like, do they have any free will? Are they just rolling with it? Or what is it, like a fucking, like, psychedelic mushroom where they just, like, trip out and shit? God, everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom likes goddamn mushrooms, don't they? What the fuck are toads, then? Aren't toads, like, essentially, like, mushrooms in the Mushroom Kingdom world? That's why it's called Mushroom Kingdom? Or is it just their fungi-looking, like, anatomy just happens to resemble mushrooms and shit? Also, when, like, toads eat mushrooms in the Super Mario, new Super Mario Bros. Series, is that, like, cannibalism or some shit? These questions need to be answered. I know it's, like, just all fun kids game and all that shit, though, but, like, it makes you really think about the horrors of what is actually happening in the Mushroom Kingdom. But hey, that's just a game theory, or some shit like that, or something, I don't know. Do you guys still watch Game Theory? I think I kind of criticized them at one point during the Super Mario Odyssey Let's Play. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I think I stopped watching them, I want to say, after... I think it was like the Sans was Ness theory, where I thought, okay, this is just getting a little bit too, like... Not necessarily clickbaity. I don't have a problem with clickbait whatsoever as long as what's inside the title is actually in the video. But it's something that's definitely trying to garner attention. And at the end, the payoff doesn't feel like it's that substantial. Especially since most of the theories, I will say, he is just flat out wrong in. Well, not the theories, actually. No, there's like this one series that I don't like MatPat for. And I think it's called Deadlock. And the idea is that it's a debate between two different games. Or two different ideas. Like, should Nintendo quit the console business? Or should Nintendo continue the console business? Or something along the lines like, is Overwatch better versus Team Fortress 2? And the issue I have with this is that it's either uneducated, unresearched, the research is very horrible, or they don't ever pick a side because it's always quote-unquote deadlock. I know that's the part of it. Sorry, I think I accidentally slammed the microphone for a second. I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, I think because they like never pick a side, there's like, we've reached deadlock, which means, okay, so it's a tie, there's no actual winner. Who won? Who's next? You decide. It's not like fucking epic rap battles where it's like, okay, they're trying to make it as equal as possible. No. There are obviously some advantages to one thing versus the other. There shouldn't be a winner in that type of like debate format at all. So, I don't see the point of reaching deadlock, especially if there's like some arguments that he clearly has in favors for. Like, I think he even made like, there's something I'm trying to remember. Like, I think there was like one episode where there was Mother's Basement. And by the way, Mother's Basement is one of my favorite YouTubers out there. I don't necessarily agree with him with every topic. There's a reason why I still enjoy Sword Art Online, despite the fact that he absolutely hates it. But I can understand his arguments. I can understand that that is his opinion and why he thinks as such. So I thought, putting him in a debate against MatPat, who is also equally as intelligent as well, I thought that might be interesting. Like, the guest stars definitely have a say in what's intellectual. But the problem with that episode was that they made it so that MatPat looked way better than Mother's Basement. I think that was like an awful representation of what Mother's Basement had to offer, because I think it was like something about microtransactions. I might be wrong. It was definitely something like controversial, where like one of the answers is obviously the answer, and that's what MatPat was arguing for. But he made it so that it was obvious that he should be the winner, and the results show. Like, when he did the poll thing, MatPat's side was the winner, and I just think that's just bad. That just might be just me. I might be overthinking things, overanalyzing things, but I just really stopped watching game theory after a while. There are some theories in which, like, nowadays I probably would want to watch, like, how old is Ash Ketchum? I was like, it looks like a simple Pokemon theory, why not? But, like, any of the outrageous ones, I just kind of have to nitpick with. Especially all the ones that have to do with Five Nights at Freddy's. I just kind of got bored of that. And the repetitive nature of those, like, series just got me, like, very bored. Then again, he also covers a lot of Pokemon theories, and I do still watch those, so I don't know. I think it just might be, like, an opinionated thing. Oh, wow. I ranted a shit ton about MatPat, apparently. I forgot to focus on the actual, like, moves I'm trying to collect. I think I got this moon in particular very poorly, because I think it was supposed to be like an obstacle course there, but I just kind of found a shortcut by just going on top of the buildings. Although at the same time, I think that's also like a good thing, because it provides like freedom for the players, like, to see what they want to do. There's a bird there that was very easy to get. Yeah, that was quite the commentary for me. But yeah, I don't have any beef with MatPat though, or game theory in general. I don't know, I just felt a little bit uninterested after a while and tried to focus on other things, or other YouTubers. Like Some Call Me Johnny. I've actually recently kind of binge watch on a lot of Some Call Me Johnny, especially like the Sonic game marathon. Yeah. Still love the crap out of that guy. I think like if I ever want to do like a review format where I want to be a lot more objective and serious, I think I might have to copy, or at least take inspiration from his type of, like, video formatting. Because the way Some Call Me Johnny talks about things versus all the other YouTubers I know, he's a lot more serious. He's a lot more objective, and I really like that about him. He does have some opinions later on, though, but he's also very fair upon those opinions. He's not saying that his way is correct. He's just saying that this is his fucking opinion, in his own words. So, yeah, definitely love him. I think like he's one of the few YouTubers that I still watch even as to this day. I remember watching him way back during what was the first one? Shit. The first video I watched from him was, of course, Super Mario Bros. The first ever Johnny Versus video that he's made, but I don't think I actually watched it at the time he released it. I think it was like, I want to say 2011. It was way before I started doing Let's Plays and video formatting and all that. So it was nothing near like during my YouTube career whatsoever. It was at the time where I was just using my YouTube channel as nothing more but like a YouTube channel that watches videos, comments, leaves feedback, and all that. But yeah, some Comic Johnny, definitely take him an account and watch him. And yeah. Although, of course, whenever there's games in which I want to like avoid spoilers for, I have to like avoid watching them. But immediately afterwards, I'm done with that game, I start watching them again. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next part of Super Mario Odyssey. This is basically signing out.